Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God's plans for prosperity and hope. God has plans for His people, plans that are characterized by prosperity, protection from harm, and a hopeful future. It displays the goodwill that God has for His children. Trusting in God's providence and recognizing that even in challenging times, His plans are ultimately for our well-being. This trust can provide comfort and confidence, allowing us to navigate uncertainties with faith. Trusting God's timing and sovereignty. God's plans unfold in His perfect timing. It highlights the sovereignty of God, demonstrating the intelligence and divine understanding with which His plans are designed. Patience and trust in God's timing. Instead of becoming anxious about the future, we can rest in the understanding that God's plans unfold at the right moments. Practically, this means being patient, surrendering control, and maintaining faith during periods of waiting. Living with hope and purpose. The promise of a future with hope and God's plans extend beyond the immediate circumstances. It encourages believers to live with a sense of purpose and optimism, knowing that God's intentions include a positive and meaningful future. Living with hope involves cultivating a positive outlook on life, even in the face of challenges. This includes setting goals, pursuing passions, and contributing positively to the world. It means aligning our actions with the belief that God's plans for us are purposeful and impactful. Maintaining faith in adversity. The assurance that God's plans are not meant to harm, but to prosper instills a sense of security. This lesson encourages believers to maintain faith even when facing adversity, trusting that God's ultimate purpose is for good. In daily life, overcoming obstacles with faith means realizing that failures are not a sign of God's desertion, but rather a chance for development and redirection. Practically, it means seeking God's guidance, praying for strength, and holding on to the belief that His plans prevail over difficulties. Practicing gratitude for God's plans. Recognizing God's plans as prosperous and filled with hope fosters gratitude. This encourages believers to appreciate the goodness of God's intentions and express thankfulness for His guidance. Practicing gratitude involves regularly reflecting on the positive aspects of life, acknowledging God's blessings and expressing thankfulness through prayer. It shifts our focus from uncertainties to the abundance of God's grace and goodness.